Hey everyone, and welcome to Undone with Keyley
and Devyion.
And today we're going to be talking about typefaces and just some funny stories and going through a little Kahoot. So with the Kahoot, we came up with these names, and we have little stories behind each name. So Devotion, tell your story and why you chose that.
So I'm going by Devotion in the Kahoot because if you ever try to type my name, it has like way too many vowels in it. So if you're typing it into specifically like an iPhone, the autocorrect will try to correct it to like many different things, but the main one is Devotion, and people just don't care enough to ever spell check. So
say how your name is actually spelled though.
Okay, yeah, Devyion. That's how you actually spell it.
So not the typical way of spelling Devin.
Yeah, not really. But
yeah, like I always say Devyion. Because for some reason that's just what I hear.
Your brain just autocorrects.
Yeah, it just autocorrects in my brain automatically. Yeah. And so Devotion came from, we were doing a rebrand, and Tallman, which is our professor, he created the groups, and Devin was in one of the groups, but it was autocorrected to Devotion, and so that was like the ongoing joke, and that's what their team name was called. Yeah. And everything.
Everything I am in now is just Team Devotion.
So now the goal is just to, anytime you say anything to Devin, just say his name wrong in any way you can think of.
Yeah,
it's the goal.
Running joke.
Yeah.
And now Keyley, or Arts and Crafts.
Mine is called Arts and Crafts, and the reason is, so we had to do a rebranding project for ourselves and like brand our business, and if we wanted to do whatever for graphic design. And so mine was a butterfly. It was super cute. It was actually really pretty. And it was a butterfly, and then it had my handwriting on the bottom that said like Keyley Shade Design Co. And I was showing it to everybody, like trying to get feedback, because that's what we do here. We like show everything and get feedback, fix it, all that. So I showed it to Devin, and he looked at it, and he was like, "Oh, that looks like an arts and crafts store." And I was like, well, that's not what I'm going for at all. And I would like to know why you thought it looked like an arts and crafts thing, now that we're thinking about it.
Well, it had a very mosaic look to it, and kind of looked like the black outline on the butterfly. That makes sense. Kind of looked like a coloring book.
That's the best compliment you'll get.
The crew laughing. Yeah, I mean, it looked like a coloring book, and then
that's true.
You just kind of color it in.
You gotta understand, for the people that can't see or haven't seen my branding, it's very illustrated, very free-handed. So it's like my handwriting, my own illustrations. Yeah. It's not sharp. It's not like geometric. It's very just free. So it makes sense.
I mean, it fit in with your branding, but like, I don't know, it just felt a lot more amateurish than what I know you're capable of.
Oh. There we go. Well, now I've changed it, and it looks better, and it goes with my branding, so it works. Definitely. And the sticker, I made a sticker out of the butterfly, so it works. It's all together.
Money.
Yeah, money bags over here. Okay, so now we're going to be playing the Kahoot, and behind the scenes we have Ashley. Shout out to Ashley. She's going to be reading the Kahoot for us, and we're going to be answering them, and it's about typefaces. So we'll see how well that goes, because I don't really know them that much.
I don't either.
Yeah. Here we go.
You pick some great people to do this game with.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Quiz. Okay, this one's double points. What could this comic book font be? And it's got Batam, and in like a comic book style. We've got CC Meanwhile, Biff Bam Boom, Bada Boom, and Captain Comic.
So
those are all solid names.
If you say.
Oh.
Did you not answer?
Well,
he always forgets to answer.
I'm sorry.
We're playing a game here.
I can't say anything else.
Gotta be quicker than that.
I'm all right, well, talk a little bit.
It's okay. We both have 0 points.
Arts and Crafts in the lead. Next question. What is this sweet-smelling font? The font is sort of cursive. It's got some nice flourishes. The answer options are passion fruit, lychee, lemongrass, or peppermint.
So this is really giving me...
What kind of vibes are you getting?
Yeah, I'm getting
font?
vibes from this. Oh, man, I got it right.
Oh, you did?
Lemongrass.
You know...
Should have been.
I don't know if it really represented it.
I hate the smell of lemongrass. Just fun fact about me. Don't like it. Great. Next question. Can you name this groovy font?
We love groovy fonts.
Yes. It says liquefied jellyfish, oh so squishy in the example. And it's just very, like, imagine the 70s threw up on this.
And it's very wavy. It's kind of trippy.
Yeah. So P22 Arts and Crafts
Hey.
Tangelo, Serena, and HWT Arabesque are the answer choices, and no one answered.
Oh, well,
Forgot.
I did answer.
My choice was going to be arts and crafts, actually.
I was going
Okay.
with Serena.
It was actually the Arabesque one.
Yay, we're
which is
both going to be wrong.
interesting.
Wow, high five.
10 out of 10.
That was a high five.
Yeah.
I'm sure they heard. All right. This question, guess the black letter font. So, the answer choices are Sabbath Black, Ode, Metalista, and Leather. And if you don't know what black letter looks like, it's basically like old manuscript font.
Yeah. Medieval
You didn't
times.
know what a
for
manuscript
sure.
is?
Yeah. Oh, if you don't know what a manuscript is, imagine like every heavy metal band.
There we go.
Or medieval.
Or medieval.
lighting.
Yeah, Renaissance fair.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, you guys got it. It was Sabbath
Renaissance.
Black. Is that not copyright?
That's okay.
Or is it Black Sabbath? It's
Black Sabbath.
Never mind.
The band.
All right, last question. What do you think this fun font is called? So the answer choices are Meatball, Totally Glyphic, Giddy Up, and Peachy Keen JF. So it's very like geometric. It looks like someone wrote it with a giant like Sharpie chisel
End of a
marker.
Sharpie, yes.
Yeah.
And it just like, they didn't lift it and just turned it
Yeah, I hate
Yep.
all the time to make that E.
Well,
Oh, you guys got it wrong.
yeah.
It was Totally Glyphic.
Hey, but we guessed the same thing, so
That's
yeah, we're
true.
wrong together.
there
So
we go.
who won?
Together we win.
It always does a third place, and there's like nobody in the third place.
That's okay.
Arts and Crafts is in second
In
place.
And devotion, first place.
Devotion.
As expected.
Round of applause for that. 10 out of 10.
Good
Not
job.
really. That was completely up to luck.
That was, honestly, because I don't think any of us got anything right. Maybe once.
What? I think you got 2 right, and Keely got 1.
Well, that is what it says.
That's,
Oh.
that
Okay.
may be true.
Alrighty then.
Maybe.
So what is your favorite typeface? Do you have a favorite typeface?
It's kind of hard to choose. My personal branding, I use Proxima Nova because it's like very versatile, very simple, very modern. You know.
Now, is
But-
that like a geometric? Or is
Oh yeah,
that-
it's a super geometric sans serif typeface. You can find it like in any program, anywhere
Okay.
usually. So it's really easy to use for my personal branding because like if I want to type something and I want it to be branded, use my purple that is in my personal branding. Use Proxima Nova, boom.
It's actually
branded.
clean looking too, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, it's very
pretty.
clean.
Yeah,
And then
we love that.
and maybe like my second favorite because I have this other typeface, Urbane Rounded. It's pretty versatile, not really. It's kind of chunky, a little bit of contrast between the stroke weight and very rounded, as the name
What have you
implies.
used it for?
3 different projects as of today,
Nice.
as I learned during portfolio. So, what is your?
So my favorite typeface is actually my own handwriting. So, like I said earlier, I'm a really illustrative person, so I do a lot of calligraphy.
Mhm.
And I get in the habit of always like just using my handwriting. Like with my own personal business, I use my handwriting for everything. And then I use like calligraphy, and then I can just do it in like lowercase or whatever I want to do. I just do that, and it's just easier for me. But with graphic design and being in this program, I've had to learn how to not use my handwriting for everything and how to find different typefaces for what I need. And so like it doesn't all look like it has like fully my stamp of writing, if that makes sense.
Only you can make something that you really like.
Yeah.
Of course.
Exactly.
So,
like with this program though, you have to like think about how you're not just making it for yourself, you're making it for the customer. And so I've had to like in my portfolio I only have one thing that actually has my handwriting on it, which is my subscription box. So with that, I like went full force with that. It has my handwriting, it has my own illustration, my doodles. I actually painted the box myself. So that was like, okay, I'm doing that. Nothing else can have my handwriting on it. So everything else has like geometric fonts and typefaces and.
do you have a
that's it.
typeface that you like? That's your favorite to use for like projects, like.
See, I really like American Typewriter, but I don't use that for projects. I haven't used it.
No,
Not one time. But I like it. But I like anything geometric and like rounded and thin normally, not anything too thick. But I'm not really a fan of serifs, or I haven't used any at least.
Yeah, I
So,
mean,
fun fact, Proxima Nova is used by BuzzFeed in their logo.
yeah.
So if you guys know what BuzzFeed looks like, and also American Typewriter is used in the famous I Heart New York logo thing. So if you guys
Shout
can
out.
picture those.
Yeah.
Another-
Typewriter's a solid one.
Another typeface, one of the typefaces that we use for the program. Futura also, it's in my top 3. It's probably above.
That's a pretty solid one. I did a project on that one last year, like our poster, and I loved doing it. It turned out super cool.
Futura is really good, and like it's so versatile.
Yeah,
and geometric. But yeah,
I blew up like certain letters from that typeface and like expanded them because they had like really cool like curves in them and all that, and I like the anatomy of it, I guess you could say. and so I blew up, and it was super cool. And it turned out really cool.
So
good job. So that is all that we have for today. Tune in next week to see the 4 of us are going to be back together. So me and Devin, Ashley, and Savannah are going to be back together, and we'll be talking about our art show that's coming up, which is our portfolio show, which we talked about a little bit, our books. We'll talk about that and kind of the future and all that. So we'll see you next time. Bye.